To assemble your snowman, you're going to take your extra long tail that you made for the head, and you're going to get the center body piece ready and determine which is the top and which is the bottom. That's the bottom. You can see the decrease stitches there. And I'm going to go through the magic ring on the top, and I'm going to come out through the center of the decreases at the bottom is there. And now for the bottom piece, that's the bottom, that's the top. So there's our magic ring. I'm going to go right through the center of the top, and I'm going to come out one stitch next to the middle of the bottom. You're going to see why in a second. You could leave it like that if that's the way you'd like it to look, but I think it looks a little cuter like that. So we're going to pull this a little tight, and to do that, I am going to go into the center of the bottom of that, and then I'm going to come out. So to do that, I'm going to go one stitch over into the center of the bottom, and I'm going to come out the same place I came in through the magic ring, go back into this same place. We're going to go through all of the same entries and exits. So that comes out here. And now we're going to go in through the center of this decrease round and out through the center of the head. And we're going to pull. Pulling creates this little divot in the bottom here. It also allows these to squish a little bit. To attach the hat, you should have the yarn tail from the magic ring of your hat. I'm going to thread that onto my tapestry needle or yarn needle or embroidery needle. And I am going to insert it into the top of the magic ring of the head. I'm going to pull it down through to the bottom of the piece and pulling, pulling, pulling. And now you'll see it's nicely attached. Now you can also see that there's nothing holding it, so you could pull this out pretty easy, and that's great in case you wanted to place it someplace slightly different. But now I'm going to go back into the same stitch that it came out of, and I'm going to bring my needle out along the side here, and you're going to find out why in a minute. I'm going to rethread my yarn tail, and I'm going to pull the yarn tail out the side here. Now the yarn tail is a little short for me to keep it on while I'm working. So I'm going to put my needle back through. And what we're doing basically is we're tangling the yarn tail in through the stuffing, which is going to keep the yarn tail in place so that the hat doesn't come off too easily. And you just keep doing this until you basically run out of yarn tail. And now I've run out of yarn tail. So now I'm going to take my plastic needle because I find it works better. And I'm going to use it to tuck in this tiny yarn tail. I'm going to sort of massage that hole closed. And now my hat is secure. Here's my scarf that I made with my stacking crochet stitches. Chill McFrosterson.